Victory Studios in downtown Little Rock, this is Capitol View.
And good Sunday morning to you. Welcome into Capitol View. I'm Jay Burr. Well, the place that many people go to get more bang for their buck and probably stuffing a lot of stockings, well, they're making some changes. Dollar Tree stores announced that the price of everyone that they are used to, it's going up. Our Alexis Wainwright has more on this decision and how Arkansans are reacting.
Sad for one because it's Dollar Tree, not $1.25.
Dollar store, no more. Many people's favorite store has folks across central Arkansas talking. Dollar Tree announced their items will now cost more. They'll need an extra 25 cents, meaning things will average around $1.25 per item thanks to the rising cost of goods.
That's false advertising. You can't do that.
Corey Henderson says she comes to Dollar Tree and expects everything to be 4 quarters. And she isn't the only one.
They offer a lot of things in there for $1. We was excited to get this, in this town. But now they're going up. I mean, it's kind of sad.
We spoke to people in Morrilton. Many of them say it takes away from their excitement to shop here.
It doesn't need to go up. It needs to stay $1. That's what everybody gets excited about.
But I've been coming here for a long time, ever since they came here or whatever. And it's going to be a little different.
Frequent shoppers like Tamika Williams tell me it's scary to see almost everything have a price increase.
Because things is going up and the pay is not. Your pay is not going up.
Leaving many people.
It gives people hope that they can go to town and buy pans for $1 or ornaments, Christmas trees. They don't need to be going up on their prices.
Unsure if they'll come back again.
I don't know. That's a good question. You can get things for $1 other places. I think they might lose a little bit of business.
But Williams says she's doing what she can to make things work.
By the grace of God, we're making it.
Reporting in Morrilton, Alexis Wainwright, back to you.
And also in a statement, the company said it already started rolling out the new prices in their stores nationwide. The Hallmark mask lawsuit case was heard this past week. The case involved several different groups, including 2 parents of Little Rock School District students, Marion School District, the Little Rock School District, and Pulaski County entities like the Sheriff's Office and the County Judge. Now in court, Veronica McLean, one of the parents who sued the state over the mask mandate ban, took the stand, and she talked about her concern for her son in LRSD. She said she wants an extra layer of protection when her son goes back to the classroom, and notes hundreds of other parents feel the same way. State Secretary of Health, Dr. Jose Romero, also talked about the state of the pandemic and his opinion on how effective masks can be.
Yes, my mask can protect me in some ways, but it is more effective if the other people in the room are also wearing a mask.
There is no doubt that putting a mask mandate, not allowing the school districts to have the ability to have a mask, places these children at excessive risk. We should be doing everything possible to prevent infection due to this virus for children.
Now, in August, Judge Fox ruled the law violates Arkansas's Constitution, saying it discriminates between public and private schools. He also said it infringes on the governor's emergency powers as well as the authority of county officials and the state Supreme Court. Rural health care providers across the country will start receiving billions of dollars in federal funds to help them stay afloat. Tens of thousands of providers and suppliers who serve rural Medicaid, children's health insurance programs, and Medicare beneficiaries will be able to use the money for a variety of pandemic-related expenses. Our Washington correspondent Jesse Tunor reports.
This is a lifeline to a lot of our providers.
More than 40,000 hospitals, nursing homes, and other healthcare providers in rural areas will soon get a surge in cash to help them survive beyond the pandemic.
We know that they went through a lot, and we know that they had a lot of expenses. This money should help.
On Tuesday, Health and Human Services Secretary Javier Becerra's department started distributing $7.5 billion in American Rescue Plan funds Congress approved earlier this year.
We can't afford to lose any provider.
An average of $170,000 will go to each rural provider to hire or retain personnel, buy personal protective equipment and ventilators, or continue their vaccination efforts.
They have the ability to use this money as they see fit, given that they stepped up to help us on COVID.
A bipartisan group of lawmakers, including Senators Jeanne Shaheen and Susan Collins, are pushing HHS to speed up the distribution of these remaining COVID relief funds. Becerra says HHS wants to work quickly, but has to make sure providers qualify.
We don't want to find out that we sent money to a fraudulent entity and can't collect it back.
The Biden administration stresses this all plays into its efforts to get COVID under control heading into the holidays.
All hands on deck, team effort. There's no way you deal with this pandemic unless everybody does their part.
In Washington, I'm Jessie Tenor.
Northwest Arkansas is getting 2 new facilities aimed at assisting veterans to get them the health care they need. The VA Secretary made the announcement during a visit to Fayetteville last week. Our Chad Mira has more on the need for these services, specifically mental health care.
After years of serving their country, returning home can be a challenge for vets. Just ask Sergeant Major Lance Nutt with Sheepdog Impact Assistance. He's lived it.
The mental wellness side of that is the most critical at this point. From the standpoint of helping these men and women to appreciate continued worth and value.
For those struggling with mental health, there will be new services to help here in Fayetteville.
The demand for inpatient care far outstrips supply at the moment.
VA Secretary Dennis McDonough in Fayetteville today to announce the opening of an inpatient mental health care facility next year.
Across the country, we're at a great shortage of access to mental health care.
It's greatly needed right now. For the first time ever, the CDC reported that last year there were more than 100,000 deaths due to overdose. McDonough says veterans should not hesitate to seek help.
No one ought to feel any stigma for wanting to have better quality of life. It's something that we all seek rightly, and we should continue to.
Nutt says every new resource is good news, but wants to see a more proactive approach too.
We believe that begins at the transition point when they're getting out of the service, not waiting until they get back home and they start to struggle, but start working with that from, the get-go of separation.
Making sure vets are cared for every step of the way.
The VA Secretary also addressed issues related to former pathologist for the VA, Robert Levy. Levy currently in prison as a result of making hundreds of misdiagnoses while intoxicated on the job. He pleaded guilty to 1 count of involuntary manslaughter. The Inspector General's office recently testified to lawmakers that the VA needs to create a safe environment for employees to speak up. This comes after some Fayetteville VA employees told investigators they feared retaliation if they complained about Levy.
They need not choose between their conscience and their career. If they have concerns, I have urged them to come forward. And in fact, I've said time and time again and said again this morning, I want to be the head of an agency in which information travels quickly.
Several lawsuits have been filed against the VA related to Levy's misconduct. Well, coming up after a quick break, the White House is trying to combat gas prices and Congress looking into caregivers being able to care. You're watching Capitol View on Sunday morning.
You're watching Capitol View, Sunday morning talk focused on the political scene in Arkansas.
And welcome back into Capitol View. You may soon see a slight drop in gas prices, knock on wood. But the White House says it's releasing millions of barrels of oil to try and elevate bloated costs at the pump. Now, experts say in the next 1 or 2 weeks, drivers on average could see the cost of gasoline drop about 10 to 15 cents. But they also add that's not a guarantee. The Biden administration, however, says they're optimistic that their strategy will work. Our Washington correspondent Raquel Martin has more.
I told you before that we're going to take action on these problems. That's exactly what we're doing.
In an effort to combat surging prices at the pump, the White House says it's releasing 50 million barrels of oil from the nation's Strategic Petroleum Reserve to help balance out a supply shortage sparked by the pandemic.
It will not solve the problem of high gas prices overnight. It will make a difference.
We have to do everything in our power.
Tuesday, Department of Energy Secretary Jennifer Granholm said the effort should give Americans temporary relief. Last month, gas prices reached their highest level since 2014.
Oil production is lagging behind.
Granholm says the current supply problem underscores the need for America to diversify its energy resources.
Add more clean energy. We're relying upon fuel from countries that may not have our best interests at heart. Hurts the American people in the long end.
But Republicans say the Biden administration's policies are making things worse, not lot better.
Joe Biden is just clueless.
Florida Republican Senator Rick Scott says releasing oil will help Americans now.
That's going to be nice. But what we've got to do is we got to figure out how to become energy independent. You don't do it by shutting down pipelines. You don't do it by shutting down drilling.
Should be a fascinating debate to continue. We're looking ahead to tomorrow. The ARC Districting Commission will meet to discuss redistricting plans for the State House. Last month, the state legislature passed plans for redistricting the 4 Arkansas seats in the House of Representatives, and those lines set to take effect on January 11th. Now, these lines were presented last month and were open for public comment. If these lines are adopted, there will be another 30-day period allowed for any court challenges to district boundaries. And we have a link to the new plans available on our website, KARK.com. Well, Congress returns Monday with a long list of tasks before the end of the year, including a government spending deal. Our Rashad Hudson has more.
We have to ensure that we are fully funding the government.
Congress has until December 3rd to pass a government funding bill, something Virginia Congresswoman Abigail SPANBERGER calls vital to the nation's economic security.
There's quite a few really pressing issues that deal with the very functioning of our government.
In the meantime, Congress has until mid-December to raise the nation's debt limit to avoid disruptions to key government services like paying service members and Social Security checks. But New York Congresswoman CLAUDIA TENNEY says unless Democrats scale back government spending, she won't support an increase.
I'm concerned about something like raising the debt ceiling for anything that looks like the Build Back Better plan.
Indiana Congressman Larry BUCSHON agrees it is up to Democrats to raise the debt limit.
So the debt ceiling is going to have to be raised, but the Democrats are going to have to raise that, and they're going to have to find a way to get it raised.
While this is happening, the president's Build Back Better bill will be before the Senate, where it could see changes from moderate Democrats.
We expect some additions, some subtractions, and so then the bill will come back to the House.
But fellow Democrat Jimmy Gomez doesn't want to see any significant shift.
It's about defending what we've negotiated so far and then get it back to the House in a piece that we can actually vote and support it.
Honda Motors aims to eliminate traffic accidents by 2050 with a risk aversion system using artificial intelligence. The automaker recently showed the media its driver assistance technology currently in development. It uses AI in building the intelligent driving support technology. Existing driver assistance systems issue alerts to drivers when there are risks of accidents, such as when bicycles and pedestrians come near the car. Honda hopes to commercialize the technology in the latter half of this decade. Some lawmakers say caregivers were denied access to loved ones in long-term care facilities during the pandemic, and some of those loved ones even died in isolation. Our Basil John reports as Democrats and Republicans are pushing for Congress to pass legislation ensuring this doesn't happen in the future.
New York Congresswoman CLAUDIA TENNEY and other House lawmakers say residents in long-term care facilities should never be completely cut off from their loved ones.
Many of them are sitting in isolation in these care facilities.
The Essential Caregivers Act allows residents to designate essential caregivers who could continue to provide support even during a public health emergency. During the peak of the pandemic, caregivers could not be present as their loved ones died in isolation.
When you see these heartbreaking photos of family members looking through windows into their loved one who's all alone in a room and doesn't, in some cases, understand what's going on.
They were not able to provide that personal family visit.
Virginia Democratic Congresswoman Abigail SPANBERGER says the bill puts caregivers' concerns at the front.
We are thinking towards the future in the event of another emergency.
The bill ensures necessary access for caregivers while also maintaining safety standards and protocols at the facilities.
We don't know what we're getting, which is why those precautions are there.
And they say the key now is to not let history repeat itself.
It's about learning from what happened in the past, recognizing that we do not want to ever see a repeat of the circumstances of 2020 for so many reasons.
Both TENNEY and SPANBERGER are hopeful for movement on this bill by the end of 2022. Reporting in Washington, I'm Basil John.
When we come back, we are still thankful for the many things we have in life. More of our public servants tell us why they are thankful this season. You're watching Capitol View on Sunday morning.
You're watching Capitol View, Sunday morning talk focused on the political scene in Arkansas.
Welcome back into Capitol View. We had such an overwhelming response from our public servants showing us what they are thankful for that we're going to do part 2 this week. Take a look.
Hey, this is State Senator Trent Garner. Just want to wish you and your family a happy Thanksgiving as we celebrate this time in Arkansas. I'm out here in the duck hole enjoying the fine things Arkansas have. I hope you and your family have a great Thanksgiving and have a blessed holidays. Thank you.
Well, just like every year, I'm very thankful for my faith and my family and being a citizen of the United States of America. What a tremendous privilege that is. But this year, I'm particularly thankful for the sacrifices of the healthcare community around the state, the doctors and nurses and first responders and hospital administrators who've done so much over the last 18 months to take care of the people of Arkansas. I just want to say a really sincere thanks to them. And thanks to all those who have been sacrificially putting in extra hours and taking care of patients and really going the extra mile for the people of Arkansas. So to all the people of Arkansas, I hope you have a great Thanksgiving. God bless Arkansas and God bless the United States of America. We appreciate you guys.
Hi, I'm Susie Bell from Eureka Springs. This Thanksgiving, I'm thankful for vaccinations. You know, because of that, that's enabling me to get together with family and friends that I missed doing last year. I am so thankful for our leaders that made vaccinations a priority and made them readily available to us at no cost. Because of this, we have been able to vaccinate over 2,000 people in our free healthcare clinic here in Eureka, making everyone around us safer and healthier too. I hope you all have a happy and safe Thanksgiving.
Hi, this is Lieutenant Governor Tim Griffin. I just wanted to take a moment to say happy Thanksgiving. You know, we've been through a lot as a state and as a country, but we've got so much to be thankful for. I hope you and your family and friends have a safe and blessed holiday. God bless you.
Hi, this is State Senator Ben Gilmore. I just want to wish you a very happy Thanksgiving. You know, I love this time of year with the temperatures getting cooler and the leaves changing. And in South Arkansas, that means we're getting in the woods and we're doing some hunting. And all that's great, and I love it. But more importantly, this time of year is a time to reflect and be grateful for all the many blessings that God has given us. It's a time for me to just think about the things that maybe I take for granted. And enjoy just spending time with family, getting in the woods and hunting with my brothers, or sharing a meal or many meals. But regardless of whatever it is, it's just a time for me to be more reflective and to be grateful. And so I hope that you will join me during this time of Thanksgiving and just think about everything that you have to be thankful for. And remember how greatly blessed you are by God and the fact that he sent his son for us to die for us. And that's the season coming up after Thanksgiving. But this is such a great time to think about that, reflect on that, and be grateful for that. So again, I hope you have a wonderful Thanksgiving. Enjoy your time with family and friends. Eat a lot of good food. And just be grateful for all that God has given you. May God bless you. May God bless Arkansas. And happy Thanksgiving.
Hey, this is State Representative Justin Boyd. Just wanted to take a moment and let you know of a few things which I'm particularly thankful for this year. So first of all, as always, I'm thankful to live in America where we have our God-given rights enshrined in our Constitution. Also, the state of Arkansas and its natural beauty. It is such an honor and privilege to be able to live in this beautiful state with these wonderful people. Thirdly, it's a great honor to serve the people of Arkansas in our state legislature. Next, I'm grateful for my wife and 3 daughters, my lovely family, and I'm happy to have the opportunity to have a business in Arkansas and all of the great co-workers that work with me. I hope everybody has a great week. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. I'm Carlton Wing, and this is my wife, Lee.
Hello.
I represent parts of North Little Rock and Sherwood.
This Thanksgiving, we are very grateful for our faith and our family.
Grateful to live in a country that protects our freedoms and liberty. And this year, in 2021, I'm very grateful to be bowl eligible. Yes, sir, Coach Pittman. Woo pig, and happy Thanksgiving.
Hi, my name is Steve Grapp. My wife Kelly and I have Forevermost Farms right outside of Rosebud, Arkansas in White County. We are so happy to be a part of the Arkansas community, and we're thankful for everything that the people of Arkansas does to support us. We're thankful for the opportunity to be farmers and to have the freedoms in this country to be able to raise animals the way we want to raise them, to give them life like God meant, but to also give good, healthy food for people of Arkansas. We're also thankful that we live in a political system where we can determine what the government is, that we get a voice, and that if there's something we don't like about what's going on with our government, we can make that difference. So, happy Thanksgiving from Steve, Kelly, and Grace at Forevermost Farms, and I hope you and your family have a wonderful holiday.
This Thanksgiving season, as we gather with loved ones, I hope that we can all take time to reflect on the many blessings in our lives. I am thankful for my family, friends, and the opportunity to serve the great people of Arkansas as Secretary of State. I wish you all a safe and happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving. This year we're thankful for our family, especially the newest member of our family, my nephew Teddy. And we love him the most, one, because he's cute, and two, because I can give him back to my sister-in-law. Thankful for our friends, and we're thankful for our faith and our freedom. And we're thankful that the Arkansas Razorbacks are winning again. Go Hogs.
Watching Capitol View, Sunday morning talk focused on the political scene in Arkansas.
And as you can tell with a clean desk, that is it for this week's show. I want to thank all of our lawmakers that got involved with our thankful tributes. Again, we appreciate the time and the effort you guys put into that. Get ready, though. New Year's is coming up, so we're going to need some more of those and what you're looking forward to come the new year. I hope all of you had a wonderful Thanksgiving, and we will see you right back here once again on Capitol View.